Morning, I'm Ewok from TigerOwners.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up and fold up the Bimini on the Alpha Z Tower. Okay. Good morning. Again, with the folding up of the Alpha Z Tower, one thing I do is use these wire ties that I got at Home Depot to hold my extra pieces together so that they don't scratch the tower. Otherwise, you'll have these little guys flopping around as you're driving to and from the lake. Next step I do is, if you have board racks installed, is I unclip the restraining straps that the tower board racks hold the top in place. Make your Bimini cover. Put that away somewhere else and unroll your top. This part, make sure there's no kids around because this part could fall and get on them. Now this Bimini top has the 2-foot extension, but the process is the same. So when I fold it up, I usually roll it up to hold the support bars. So here we unroll it, one twist, so you can get at the bars on the inside. Next, I'm going to lift it up a little bit and rest the majority of the Bimini cover on the toe eye. There's some clips that you have to be careful of breaking. So you bring this to the front and connect your front support pieces. And you want to make sure that your holes are underneath the top so you can actually adjust it. We'll do that for both sides. Now we'll center the cover. That's what these little flaps are for. Try to have the same distance here as you do here for the top. Now we'll install the rear support. We already started to do the flip. Out. Again, this is the 2-foot Bimini extension. If it was the regular top, this is where these bars would be here. So we should have plenty of slack to be able to pick up the top and put it in our support holes in the rear of the tower, like so. Is fully stretched on your rear support poles. The next step is cinching down front supports. One side usually has a little bit more tension than the other. So that would be that side. I'll lower this side a little bit. So that's locked into the stop number 1. That's in number 1. So we'll pull it to number 2. Number 2 on this side. Reattach our velcro here now that we're pretty stable. And we'll pull this down. It takes a little bit of force to pull this down a little bit, release the clip, get it stuck in the number 3 spot. Now our cover is locked in a number 3 spot, and you can bounce a quarter off of it. And that's how you set up the Alpha Z Tower. Alright, welcome back. This is how we fold up the Alpha Z Tower, Bimini. First step we do is pretty much the reverse. Before, remove the Velcro, and we pull down on the cover a little bit here to release some tension. And you just start loosening these guys up, one clip at a time. And we put them up to the at-rest position up top.
Ow.
Now we fold up the rear. All that extra spot lets that fold up. Take your two poles, fold them down. And then we're going to scoot in some of this cover. And this is the flip. Give that a little flip. And it keeps those poles wrapped up in the cover here for you, so you don't have to worry about that part. Now we'll remove our little forward clips here. And just work it back nice and slow. You don't want to force it, you just want to let it come back on its own. Take the cover off our rear toe eye. I like to have the cover on top. And rest it up on top. Now this next part is pretty important for getting the Bimini cover to fit. So take all of our excess material here. We'll wrap it around a few times. I try to wrap it as tight and as flat as possible. Alright. That will stay tight when we put the cover on it. So now we have the Bimini top cover. They should all be the same, but this one always starts on the port side and works its way to the starboard side. You get your cover held in place, start the zipper, and then you roll, and hold it, now we'll set it up again. Get it rolled up nice and tight. Zip it up. Some people use extra bungee cords on this part to hold it together. I use it up the top. Top is zipped. Remember, these straps go over the top of the tower as you pick it up. And these straps are super duper tight. So you have to use a little bit of angle and force it down until you get the click. And that's how you fold up the Bimini top on Alpha Z Tower.